Covering all things LEGO, from Minneapolis to Fiverton and LEGO cities beyond. It's Breaking News. Welcome back to Breaking News. I'm Jason. This is Alex. And if you are someone that likes LEGO,
yes,
and you remember going to the theaters to see some of the great movies of the early 80s, those blockbusters, Empire Strikes Back, Raiders of the Lost Ark, this could be a podcast for you. So the reason I pulled that out, Alex, I saw something this week talking about Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know I'm a big Indiana Jones fan.
No.
You didn't know that, I know.
Shock and awe.
That movie came out in 80? I think it was 1980.
Okay.
Or 81.
Uh-huh.
It was set in 1936.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
If they were to make that movie today...
Here we go. Yes.
It would be set in 1980.
Huh.
Think about that. When I saw that, I was like, that is very disheartening.
These nostalgia noons things that we do, I think we got to cut them off. It's getting a little sad here, you guys.
Well, what do you want to do? New stuff that you don't identify with? You'd be like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, that was really the thing I wanted to bring up.
That's great.
It's just crazy.
That was fun math. No, that's awesome. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. So. That's how it goes.
We have special visitors today.
Hey,
looks like.
Jimmy, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
We got Jimmy +1.
Is this your +1? What's up? Yeah.
All right.
There you go. So what's going on today?
I don't know. It's already getting weird. And it's only going to get weirder.
It's only going to get really weird.
We do have a special treat later.
We do.
Or do we?
Yes.
Maybe we do.
Yes. This is not it.
This is not it. So,
sorry, bud.
How about our collections? Anything new going on in your collection there, Alex?
Dude, I wish there was. I'm trying to build these sets. It took everything for me to get the Arctic sets built and reviewed.
Yeah.
And then I put priority on doing the review for the antique shop for the PDP Series 5, right? And I got that done, and then I found out that the embargo is much later. And I'm like, God, well, man, I have an extra week basically now, and I have it done. Yeah. So I'm like, all right.
Well, then you'll be ready next week.
Yeah, that's true. I'm ahead of the game on that one. So, but I've had very, very few time. Is that the right phrase? I've had no time to work on my rebuild. I did my first video of like, okay, here's what I'm thinking, and I read all the comments. They're great comments, and this is the residential area. Residential area.
Where we're talking about.
And
there's so many rebuilds to keep track of, Alex.
All right, fine, I'll give you that. There are a lot, but darn, they got me rethinking it already. I'm like, gosh, that is a good idea. Let me try this.
Have they shamed you into putting the temple back in?
No one has shamed me on that yet. No one. Yeah, just you.
I didn't try to shame you. I just thought it was funny.
Well, I need to look. Maybe there's some new.
Because that was the whole thing. You took out Club X and put the temple in, and now history's repeating itself.
Yeah, I guess so. But no, I don't have any breaking news as far as that goes. We're. I'm just, the next. So I need to build the city tower, right? Okay. That big set, and the train station. Those two city sets came with the Arctic sets. So I'm going to do those next. And I don't know what to expect about those. They look like they're fun sets. That honestly, even though the city tower, whatever, is much bigger and way more expensive than said, like, I think it's like $100, the little train station, right? Okay. The train station looks better. Like, that looks like an easy favorite. Now, it does look like something looks a little lacking, but I'll see what my review reveals on that. But
a lot of the city sets, though, they're really geared more towards younger audience, right?
They are, absolutely.
They are play sets.
And that's what my challenge personally is, because I'm looking at this as an AFOL. Like, obviously I'm not going to buy these sets, personally. But you'll
pay the duty.
I'll pay the duty. Well, that's different. See, these sets I will review and I'll give away. The Arctic sets, no. I like those. I'm keeping those, baby. Yeah. So I was downstairs actually today reorganizing the boxes because I was putting the Arctic sets back, and I was kind of reorganizing the Technic vehicles I got there, and trying to figure out. Oh yeah, we got a pretty good little haul going for.
For Brick Slopes.
For Brick Slopes, yeah. They're not small sets. I think we're gonna shock some
make
kids.
People happy.
We're gonna shock some kids.
Are you gonna have an Ninjago? I just remember that kid that was like, "Do you want Batman? No. Do you want a fire truck? No. Do you have Ninjago?" I'm like, "This isn't the Lego store, man. It's free Lego. What do you want?"
That's when we go like, "Nope, sorry. Oh, looks like we just ran out everything. Sorry. Better luck next year."
I got a friend's advent calendar. You want that?
Yeah. There you go. No, I think we've got some decent poly bags and things like that for small prices, but I feel like wait a minute. Are they too big to give away? Do you think like it's like whoa like I don't know.
It's all right.
Like some of these sets are like they're $60 sets, even ones that's over $100 set. I don't know.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Complain that your kid got a free set?
Well, no. The parents will be ecstatic. I'm just saying, like, let's say we give a $100 set away, and somebody sees that, and then we go and they expect the same thing, and we give them, exactly, and like you're like, oh, I want it, and then we have this problem that we've completely like created here by giving stuff away.
Well, I will tell you this. I didn't generally do them right on top of each other, so there was space.
We'll space it out. But no, I'm busy. I haven't. I was complaining to Jason before we recorded tonight about life. Like I have no time to do Lego stuff because work is falling apart. I have like Josh's graduation coming up here. Work is nuts. There's a camp that's going on tomorrow. Both boys are going, and I'm a driver, and there's a lot going on, man. And it's 1,000,000 degrees outside suddenly. Like,
I know. In the last week, hot.
Yeah. So that is my news, I guess, which isn't really amazing news, but back to the antique shop. I think the embargo is now the 6th. I think. So yeah, it's not the 1st anymore; it's the 6th. So, but yeah, there was a lot of things coming out on the 1st of the month. They didn't want it to overlap there and get kind of buried. So, which I get. But at the same time, Series 5 is a big deal. Apparently, it's a big deal. So I mean, this is like a big time. Like in Series 6 is pretty awesome as well. And
6 is good.
7 kind of takes a dive, but
7.
Well, we'll talk about it another time.
We don't talk about 7.
We don't talk about 7. No. No, good stuff. But yeah, I don't know if I said that recently, but I got the antique shop, and happy to. It's a really cool set, actually. I'm pretty happy to get it. I would have loved, obviously, to get Transylvania. Gosh, that would have been amazing. But I've already. I was already overly spoiled from the last series. I was
gonna say you
can't
really complain.
Nope, I cannot. So
one of them they gave you 2. So
yeah. Irregardless, I made out like a bandit there, but I still spent plenty of my own money.
You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna be at Brick Slopes just in time for them to unveil Series 7.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna get walls.
Oh, got walls.
Dresser or whatever.
Oh, he's not going to be at Brick Slopes this year.
Oh, is he not coming?
No, he's not.
Why? What, he doesn't like us anymore?
Bricklink won't. No, they have like this rotation. He's going to be in Brick World.
Chicago?
Yeah.
Well, he was there last year, too.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a big deal.
He came to both last year. What?
Yeah,
we're not big enough for you now?
Apparently not. We're not special enough.
Whatever.
Apparently we don't check the boxes. Was that Chris Farley? Oh, the quotations.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't check the boxes for a special guest star of Bricklink.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, moving around. How about you? What's new with you,
So
Jason?
the biggest thing I've been working on my mocks.
What?
Video just came out.
Wow. Yes, I saw that.
We have the upscaled Mickey and Minnie. I'm hoping they're in frame. Who knows?
Yeah, they're in frame. Ha ha! Hi, Minnie. How's it going?
So yeah, this is what I've been working on.
Did you know that I saw a comic strip where you were scared of a mouse? Oh, that was really weird. Because we are mice. Oh. I love that you did a black spaceman helmet as the
Well,
nose.
so that one I actually stole
cool.
from the buildable Mickey.
That
That's
is
what they
cool.
use. I did
clever.
change the way that the nose is designed a little bit. Theirs was flat and stuff, and I altered it.
Okay.
The biggest difference is the connector point, how
Well-
the head connects to the body.
So Mickey here is pretty cool, but Minnie steals the show with her skirt here,
Yeah.
right? That is really cool.
Yeah, I'm happy with how they turned out.
Yeah, that is awesome,
So-
man.
You want to know the one thing I did learn?
What did you learn?
I don't know if you've ever had this, but I have this big want list, and I go and I order, and you find it's generally hard to find someone that has everything, right?
Yes.
But I found someone that had almost everything, and
Oh,
I
boy.
ordered this big order, and I'm thinking I'll just make up with the parts that are not there.
Yeah.
Well, there is one particular part that I need for each of these, and including Oswald. I have the Oswald.
Okay.
This piece here.
Oh yeah.
It is a
the dome piece.
4x4 dome
Yeah.
piece. I didn't think
Sure.
anything about it.
Looks like you need 4 of them for the back of the head, right?
You
Each
need
one.
2 for each of them. These are smaller.
Oh, these are.
Yeah,
These are
and
3
I
by
didn't realize
3.
it because I pulled it out. I'm like,
Yeah.
I ordered the wrong size, and then I realized, oh, it's different. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So this 4x4 dome piece on the back of the head,
yeah.
I realized, oh, I need that.
I want that.
Well, it came in a total of 1 set.
No way.
That's all it ever came in.
One
It's a retired set. It was the buildable Mickey and Minnie. That's the only set they've ever used in.
That's
So-
shocking to me.
Yeah, so I found someone
Huh.
on Bricklink. They had them for $14 a piece. Fortunately, I found someone else that had them. Yeah.
Whoa.
So, yeah, that is
Wow.
the part that is the hardest one to
$14
get.
bucks.
It's not on Pick a Brick online.
That it seems like it would be kind of a common piece.
That's what I thought. But
I've seen a lot of white ones.
Yeah,
There's
you
a lot
can
of
get
white
a lot
or
of other
gray,
colors out there,
but not black.
tan and different things, but not this one.
Wow, man.
So that's the only set it's coming in black. Maybe it'll come
Dang.
out later. Who knows? But if you want to build these, just so you know, that's going to be your trouble part.
Dang, I would have never guessed.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
Never guessed.
So
Mickey's missing his tail.
it fell off before I came. He does have one. Sorry. Thanks for pointing it out, though. I appreciate
Where's my
that.
tail? Ah,
They wouldn't have known until you said something, but good on you.
look at my bum. Oh,
So, Minnie cannot sit down. Her legs are
come to
stuck
Disneyland.
by the dress.
Make sure to bring your money.
But Mickey does sit down. If you
Wait, what?
can.
Oh, there he goes. Have a seat.
She can't. She has to sit in like a recliner
Wow, sucks to be you. Oh.
because of the dress. So there you go. That's what I've
Yes.
been working on.
That's cool, man.
Had a lot of fun. I don't know. Thought about making more, but who knows?
Yeah,
We'll
I
see.
think you're not a good friend to have right
Not a
now
good friend to
if you're a collector of the big figs, right? So
Why
like
am I not a good friend to have if
because
you collect big fish?
well, I recently decided to collect them,
okay.
right? And you got these things which are pretty cool, and you got Oswald obviously really cool, and I've got like just the ones that are real Lego sets. That's all I'm doing here.
But you have the pirate. That's pretty cool.
The pirate is pretty cool, but that is because
welcome.
of you.
So see, it is good to have
it
me
is,
as your
it
friend.
is good, yes.
Because you
but
would not have him.
that is true. Or I would have
say.
to pay kind of a bit of a premium otherwise to get it. So
You should go to Billund and get one.
yeah, no big deal. No big deal.
So-
So there you go. There's your breaking news with our Lego collections and creations.
So there's
You're welcome.
that. I do have some other news, Alex.
In other
It's
news?
more channel related.
Oh,
So,
we've lost subscribers.
well, I did lose a couple from this. So
Oh no.
I made a video about something,
You don't say.
and I upset some people. Didn't mean to upset people, but clearly that's evidently what you do to
Well, this is the
get
internet.
views.
This is
I
the
don't know.
internet. Yeah.
So there is the vending machine, the
Yes.
gumball machine. Or the
I made a
Lego
video of that myself.
Yours was a little different than mine, I'm guessing. So I saw the image of it, and
Yeah.
there was a guy in there I thought was weird. It
Yeah.
just seemed like a strange fit.
Yeah.
Evidently, it's part of the Paradisa line.
Paradisa, yeah.
I'm aware of this now, trust me. That was not a line I was into, because what was that, the 90s?
80s, 90s, wasn't it? Yeah, it was early 90s. I remember seeing
Early
a lot of
90s,
catalogs.
so
early
it was
90s.
like,
yeah.
I was in high school, I was in my dark ages. I didn't do that. I get it now. I've seen it. Sorry. I guess the new Speedo look is better.
Is this the apology tour starting here?
This
Is that
is
what's
an
going on?
apology to. I'm not apologizing about anything. I'm sorry if people are upset. I mean, there were some names called. Fine, whatever. I don't care. I mean,
Them's fat and word.
I just thought it was a weird looking fig that it's a guy with like a crop top shirt, Speedo bottoms. If they'd done that and he held the martini glass, that's fine. But I didn't understand the whole combo with an ice cream sundae. Like, how many people have a martini in one hand and an ice cream sundae in the other
combo.
hand?
Interesting combo.
I could be wrong. If you're upset, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt people's feelings. I just thought it was a strange fig. I didn't realize it was part of this whole Paradisa thing. I'm still not going to collect it. I still don't like it.
Well, Paradisa didn't have
Brick
the
Fanatics.
crop tops
I
around,
watched.
so.
They did. No, they did not. That was the other part that was weird. But
Or
Brick
did they have
Fanatics
Speedos?
did a video where they ranked all the figs.
Oh yeah.
He was like number 4 on their figs.
Wait, hold on. He was the fourth,
fourth
best? Oh wow.
I was like, really?
Dang.
Like it's fine. If you like it, you're allowed to like it.
I think it's cool.
I won't be buying it
The
for that,
reference
but-
to Paradisa was pretty cool, and
Yeah, I don't have
and
an issue with that.
Fabuland is cool, but like I never collected those guys, but I just thought it would be cool. Like, hey, these are cool references to old classic themes, and I have a lot of those minifigures from Paradisa, just because they just show up in city sets or town sets.
Yeah.
But I was looking through.
Like the little mustache guy.
Yeah,
That head is used a lot.
It's
in that
used a
time
lot,
frame.
right? And they didn't have the Speedo. I guess the Speedo was they just had like the white crotch
It was just the legs
and
on
the legs that were
colored,
yellow, right?
yeah,
that was all it
connector.
was, and they
So
had.
I do like that better, that he's got a little more coverage.
Yeah,
I mean, that
and
one before is...
I recall seeing those a lot in catalogs because they're always the first part of the catalog. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get to the town sets, you know.
Yeah.
But I remember looking at them like, these are cool sets if they were the colors that I liked them in, because they were just a little too bright for me, I think.
It was kind of
And-
like, I think, the way we think of friend sets.
Yeah,
today,
right, uh-huh.
You know, like, the figs are not really... But some of the designs are cool, but I don't know.
But you know what, though? I was thinking about this. I was like, the crop top, the dude wearing a crop top. And that was kind like guys in the 80s and 90s did wear those.
Oh, I know.
Because they would
I
like to
didn't
show
like
off.
it
They
then
liked showing
either.
off their stomach muscles.
And they would have the mesh shirt.
Oh yeah.
Remember that one? It's a crop
Yes.
mesh shirt.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, right. Wait, Bill and Ted. Hold on a second. That was in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures, wasn't it?
What?
One of them wore it. Dude, I swear one of them
remember that.
wore it, dude. And he's like, really excellent. And he's got this like up here, so you can like, because like the when you're young, you know, you still have your muscles down here, or at least they're showing. You can see them, and they go, I want to show up. I'm officially a man. I want to show off my stomach muscle, my six pack. So
He had a crop top, but it
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
the
it.
mesh one.
no, it wasn't a mesh one, but that's
Okay.
exactly what I was thinking of. I was like, hey, that was in Bill and Ted. So
Okay.
that's exactly what I was talking about, man.
Well, see, and I think of most of the show, I think he had the jacket on.
Yeah,
That's
for
what
sure.
I think
Right.
Of where,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this was at the end when they're, you know, I don't know, whatever.
So there you go. So it was the ice cream and the martini for you, huh?
It was just the whole combo.
The whole combo?
Some guy
Yeah.
walking around in his underwear with a martini
Well,
and ice cream and his baseball hat. Just
I
seemed
think some
weird.
people said like, oh
Sorry.
yeah, all my friends dress like that and have martinis and ice creams, you know, and maybe that's the case. But we don't see that around here,
I
ever.
don't know. Yeah, people don't go to the Great Salt Lake with martinis and ice creams.
That would
I
be
don't know.
unusual. All
It's
right,
fine.
there you go.
I'm sorry if I
But
upset people, but there you go.
you know, when I watched it kind of earlier on, but it looked like it was a pretty for you a viral video, perhaps. Was it up there?
It
in
was
views?
definitely more viewed.
Yeah.
It was definitely my most disliked video.
Most
by
disliked.
far.
Ooh, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
whatever.
We all have those.
Like my average is like, I don't know, like 99% like to dislike ratio. This one was like 80 or 81%.
Yeah, you know, anything
That's
like
fine,
that,
whatever.
you're kind of asking for it. I mean, this is the internet after all, right? I remember my experience with that was when I was doing the Queer Eye set,
Yeah.
and I kept calling it the Fab Five Loft. In when I was putting it in the sit
and
complex,
people got mad that you
and they
didn't
said,
call it the
"Why
Queer
didn't
Eye."
you call it? Why didn't you say Queer Eye? That seems really odd. Why aren't you saying queer?" And I'm like, I don't know. I was just calling it what the set's called. I'll be sure to call it Queer Eye and I did. I was like, in the next video, I'm like, are you happy? You know, like you're not going to make everybody happy. And
No.
it seems you're doing a video.
They
you're
moved on.
Not even realizing you're ticking someone off. You're not. Yeah. Anyways, it's interesting. Interesting world we live in,
Whatever.
guys. Yeah.
I mean, generally, that wasn't even, some of the takes people, that wasn't even my thought when I made it. I
Yeah.
just thought it was a whole strange thing, but
Yeah. Well, there
Whatever.
you go. There's your news.
There you go.
Did you guys see Jason's video? Do you agree? Did you call him nasty names? Let us know in the comment section below.
It's fine. I know, and the other thing, a lot of people, so, we have a lot of viewers outside of the U.S.,
Yes.
and they said this is not, and I
Oh,
get
yeah,
it's very
yeah.
much a cultural thing. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
You're not going to see that here, but, like a nude beach in another country is not a big deal at all. I totally get that. Because they said, Americans are prudish or something, and I'm like, that probably by some standards.
I'm sure, absolutely.
But you go to other countries and, Americans are, whatever. So, I don't know. That's all I'm going to say about that.
That's all I was going to say.
That's all I'm going to say.
All right, we're going to move on.
Okay, so that brings us to the poll question.
Poll. It's time for the poll.
So the question, and this one might be our most voted on poll.
No, what? No kidding. Oh, so is this controversial? Oh, is this the vending
Evidently.
machine?
It's the vending machine.
Here we go.
339 votes.
Oh, wow. Man.
38 comments.
Wow.
So the poll question was, will you be buying the Ideas vending machine?
Yeah.
So how would you have guessed? Because the options were,
Okay, well,
yes,
yeah.
I love the build.
Yes, I love the build.
No, it's not an interesting build. Or yes, because I'm a sucker for figs.
I would say the third one is what I would select. But, man, I don't know. I would say, gosh, this is tough. It might be kind of split. I would say most would say the third option. What was the first option? It's great.
So it's yes, I love the build.
Yes.
No, it's not an interesting build. Or yes, because I'm a sucker for figs.
It is an interesting build, sort of. Okay, I'm going to go with I'm a sucker for figs. So the bottom one, then the top one, then the middle one. But as far as like their split, I don't know. I can't see a huge one winning over another one.
So you had it just right in reverse.
Oh,
No, it's not an interesting build was the
Yeah, but let me
most
see.
at 37%. Yes, I love the build at 35.
Okay.
And for the
But
figs is 29. So it's like
Okay,
almost
I
a
was
third
right
all the
though.
way
It's
down.
really close.
Yeah,
Really close.
It's split down the line.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
So
okay.
that is it. We have a number of comments. Let's see what we've got here.
My goodness.
Keep scrolling.
Wow.
Miss Brick on Brick, the build is boring. The fantasy set is much better. Let's call this what it is.
Yeah.
$180 CMF series.
Yeah, the fantasy set is much more visually striking.
Visually
Absolutely.
looking, I think it's a much more attractive.
Yes. Yeah,
build.
you're not wrong.
Figs are cool. Oh, this is from SG Pub 7633. Figs are cool, but not for me.
Okay.
Me, myself, the one. I am not interested in the machine itself. It looks pretty nice, but I don't enjoy Lego build items that are not minifig scale. And none of the figures appeal to me, so it's an easy pass.
That is an easy pass
There
for
you
you
go.
then, yeah.
Baker Bricks, I will not be buying the set. I only want the 2 Griffin Knights, so I'll either get them off of the Pab or get them from Bricklink. I'm
Okay.
not paying $170 for 2 figs. Well, then you must not be a Star Wars fan. Renee Cardwell, I agree. Would like to have... Oh, wait, this is a reply to someone else. Beans Brick said, I like the build, but I'll be buying it more for the figures and the 8 transparent pieces. The fantasy set looks better, though, and the minifigure parts and transparent windows would be on Pick-a-Brick soon, too. And that's where Renee Cardwell said, I would agree. I would like to have the fantasy machine and the Lego prizes. Oh, there you go. I don't know. I think the balls
Are they?
might be
They're
a little
smaller in that one, yeah.
Highland Bricks 6919. Nice build, great figs, awful price. Sounds like a buy.
Yeah, for sure.
Gordon Werner, the minifigs are okay. They should be CMF quality. They're not happy with that.
No.
They've got no arm or leg printing and a whole bunch of just duplicates. Now, if you have kids who like minifigs, the set will be a great way for a parent to reward their child for good behavior, doing chores, etc., by filling the machine with actual CMFs or custom minifigs and letting them turn the wheel, so to speak.
So to speak, yeah. That's a good
so
idea.
they can get a reward. Pasta Jensen, I'm getting it for the Speedo guy. Good on you, Pasta.
Hey, there you go.
John Powell. Is it only the Speedo guy?
Just the
you can
Speedo
just
guy.
Get the Speedo guy by himself. Maybe you can buy the Speedos on Pick-a-Brick.
Yeah.
You can buy mine. Evidently, I'm not.
You can build them at the Lego store or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
those.
You do that. Put the Speedo on the space guy. There you go.
Hey,
John Powell.
right.
I think it's the same
Now
color
we're
as
talking.
the teal, isn't it? I think it's close.
Yeah, you're right.
Close,
I think you
saying.
might be right there, man.
Someone's going to do it out there. I'm just going to say it. John Powell, 2431. And just don't give the space guy with the Speedo the ice cream and the martini. That's
one or the other. Come on.
John Powell says, only problem is if you build the figures and keep them in the vending machine. I would want to display the figures, but then the machine would be empty.
Yeah?
Well, then you go to the Pick-a-Brick and buy figs. I don't know.
You still have the balls.
Nat Barmone. Though to be clear, it's not so much that I'm a sucker for the figs across the board. I'm a sucker for the classic space minifigures plus the Kraken minifigures.
Yeah.
Plus the build and parts of the gumball machine are pretty cool. More than enough to justify the price.
Ooh.
So there you go.
Wow. He's got value there.
Ty Novell. I like the lollipop machine in the poll. Or the lollipop image in the poll. I like the figs, and I'm thinking if I should get multiple copies of the set just for the pics.
Multiple copies. Wow.
I guess you could do that.
Sheesh.
Zanland79. I'm probably the only one who doesn't like this set. I don't think so.
No.
And thinks that Lego cheaped out on the minifigs. I don't think so with that
I don't think
either.
you're alone there either.
Let's face it, the only reason anyone is buying this is for the figs. You could have at least given us CMF quality figs. We heard that earlier, right? None have arm printing and only a couple have leg printing. These are pretty boring.
Ooh.
And Gordon Werner replied, exactly.
Exactly.
It's precisely this.
Precisely that.
Chris Bricks, I want the figs. I'm curious to see what mocks people will make on Rebrickable with the dispenser.
Ooh.
I think the trans clear pieces could be used for a space base. Maybe an M-Tron space
Yeah.
with the red bricks.
Right.
There you go.
Good call. Uh-huh.
Cardiogenic, I love the vintage look of the vending machine. All right. Robert Sullivan, it wouldn't be hard to expand the storage area and add real candy or gum into the machine. Then build a support stand that mimics the original. Add another 3 or 4 machines together in different colors, and of course, nostalgia returns.
Wow.
I do remember those
Those
stacked,
huge
right?
ones,
The ones,
yeah. And they do a little like thing that goes down to the bottom. You're like, oh, there goes my gumball.
Yep.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, I haven't seen those in a long time.
But yeah, it says, the nostalgia returns for
Yeah.
decades to come and enjoy. Proudly
Yeah.
display in your main entrance or hobby room. Alex Wilcox, not you,
Oh.
says, the build itself looks great, but I'm a sucker for classic space figs, and now that I know we're getting not 1, but 2, the color spaceman, I definitely can't resist picking it up.
Yep.
Chris Cummings, I hope to be able to buy one and hope the Lego continues doing something nifty to sell us those collectible minifigures at once instead of having them scan every darn box. Level Up Rob, I actually don't want to buy it, but there are some really nice minifigures in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a gold spaceman,
I
but I
wouldn't
don't
mind
want to
that
pay $180 for a gold
Yeah,
spaceman.
it's pricey.
Joe Bowling, the figures look great, but I don't collect figures, and if I just wanted a brick-built gumball machine, I think the Panacea gumball machine is a better value.
That's coming up a lot, isn't it?
Yep. Well, I showed it in the videos. That might be why people said it. I don't know. But I think it's funny. People are like, wow, look at this new machine. I'm like, I've had this for a year, man. It's not that new. Lee Prince, R9U. It would be cool to use the birthday party, use at a birthday party for guest gifts.
Yeah.
If you had a particular theme, you could correspond the minifigures to.
Right.
There you go.
Good call.
Chef Eddie, by making a Lego vending machine, Lego has finally figured out how to take money from people after they have bought the set. Yeah. Fun with Bricks, 1932. I will, but when it goes on discount. I don't know. Do you think it'll go on discount?
It might.
I don't know. It's one of those ones I could see not. I mean, I don't think you're gonna get less than 20.
I was gonna say like 10 to 20.
Yeah. Like I don't see this being like, was it the Fab
It won't be a
5 was
deep
like
count.
40
No,
or
it won't be a
50%.
deep discount. Yeah.
The icons of play. Dennis Vikoyan, Classic Space. Need those two to keep the collection complete. I've learned from the 21109 Exosuit. Oh, he must have missed. I think that's the green one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the
And I don't want to pay for the aftermarket prices.
Yeah.
The set is meh and a bit odd in my collection, so I keep an eye on Rebrickable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I would say. If that's what you want, watch and see what those figs go for. See if they go on Pick-A-Brick online before you buy the set.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to buy the set at $180, if that's all you want, and you only want one, you don't want two, I think you're going to get a rare deal.
Much better way to
go. Michael D'Souza Cruz. Nope, I don't buy junk sets. How do you really feel?
Wow.
I'll buy the Griffin Knights on PAB if Lego does the right thing and put them on the PAB. The Kraken are the Bodie McBoatface of Lego fan voting. You know Bodie McBoatface, don't you?
No, I don't.
So there was some, I think it was a marine research vessel they were going to name, and they had the poll out there, and it was named after this famous guy, this famous guy, or there was a write-in. And so people started doing Bodie McBoatface, like putting in, and that was what was winning.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Marnie Bricks. I voted no. I love the figs, but I don't like the build, and I'm going to hate the price. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
A few more. Sorry, Alex, I know it's
struggling here.
Lego R2 SW906. Great set, a lovely idea, but it's a yes for the figs, and that's why I get most sets. From Mike.
There you go, yeah.
TK Farms 7882, probably not on account that I have a limited income, and simply it's not worth it for me. Don't get me wrong, the minifigs are cool, but I have to carefully consider which Lego sets I actually buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, money and space are always
money
things,
and
right?
space, yes.
Emperor's Granddad said, I'm only interested in some of the minifigs, so I will stay strong and wait until it's reduced, or wait and see if the parts appear on PAB. And Allison Bailey says, same here. I have all of the Spacemen, so...
Oh, wow. It's cool.
So we'll give in to get at some point, but not the full price. Crash Eagle 2010, the set looks cool. If I buy it, it's just for the large clear plastic pieces and minifigs.
Okay.
Those plastic pieces have to be on Pick-A-Brick online soon, I would think.
Yeah.
Mimi Don do Lego. Hey. We're suckers for figs. Really interested in classic space figures, as well as the Paradisa and Fabland. You can have mine.
There you go.
Maybe I offended you. I apologize to both of you. But I still don't like it. I don't care. You don't have to like Indiana Jones or Oswald, but I do. The build is kind of neat looking too, and would be a great conversation piece in a Lego room. Probably fill it with unwanted minifigs and CMF duplicates. So like the werewolf boy. Anyway, that's what I read that. So when kids visit, they can have a spin at the machine and get a fig to take home. Why do we keep getting werewolf guys? Why do I keep getting the Potter? What are the ones that everyone hates? Like why do I keep getting a plushie collector? I don't know.
Yeah.
Won't be a day one purchase. We'll wait to see what the minifigs go for on the aftermarket and weigh the option to buy the whole set or the 6 to 8 we want. Travertine Pico. I like the build, but don't really want the gumball machine to display in my house, so I voted no. But I bet it's a good, enjoyable build. The figures will probably hit PAB, so I'll get my fill there, and Lego will do just fine getting my money that way.
Yeah.
3 more. Just Collect says absolutely. Amazing looking set and such a unique idea.
There you go. Hey, is that a Captain? Is that a Riker?
It looks like it would be, yes.
It is.
No.
It looks kind of like. Oh no, it's not.
It's not.
It looked like it was Commander Riker bobblehead,
it's
but
just
it's
a
not.
different bearded guy.
He looks like
Caribou
Jonathan
Brick Creations says no, because I only buy the sets I want most, and this is not one of them. Seems like a good enough build, just too expensive. And last but not least, Brickzar.
Oh, that guy.
I'm what Aunt Esther used to call Fred, all-day sucker. So there we go.
All right. Wow. Well, that was one heck of a poll.
That was a thing, wasn't it?
Whew.
All right.
Sheesh.
Well, are you hungry, Alex?
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
Or thirsty?
Yes. All the above.
All right.
Welcome to Breaking News. It's everybody's favorite snack food channel. Well, what's there to eat? Jason, I don't think that's such a good idea.
All right, Alex. So, we love the food segment, and I thought we could bring in a special guest because today we have something that applies to this person. It's good old Marty Groman.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, Earl. So we know you were told you were coming for a different segment. We're going to start with this one in honor of you. We have Abita root beer. This is Louisiana cane sugar.
It sure
it's made
is.
in Abita Springs, Louisiana. Do you know this root beer?
I do. That is about it's about a 40-minute ride from me. 45 minutes.
Oh, so you need me to go pick it up for you and bring it to
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Actually, I like Barks. We have Barks root beer too. Barks has bite.
Oh, it's a pry-off cap. Uh-oh.
All
That's
right.
not good. I should have looked.
Okay, let me go get it.
Do you have a brick separator?
Just put it on the edge of the table and hit it.
Nah, I don't think that'll work. So, well, I guess it's up to you and me now to entertain. Is this your first time on Breaking News, Earl?
This is my first time on Breaking News, and for all you guys who say, "Who is that? Who's the Earl?" Earl is here.
Well, every time I hear "Who the heck is Earl," I want to reply, he's the guy that bugs me about how long my videos are. That's who Earl is.
As a matter of fact, I would have been here a little earlier, but I was watching your 8-minute video, and so I was 3 minutes late because your video was 3 minutes over.
Well, that's okay. You're talking about this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
That video will be out by now.
Yes, it is. Well, it's already out. So,
All right. Those came out really good, by the way.
thank you. I was happy with how they turned out. I brought them over so we could
My
feature them on what
My bottle opener's broken.
too much use.
I guess. Well, I have this side. That should probably work.
He doesn't know how to work a bottle opener.
There you go.
Does that surprise you? Yeah, it is broke, isn't it? I just wanted to try.
Jeff.
Okay. Well, there
So
we
do
go.
you like root beer?
I like root beer.
I like root beer.
I like cream soda, personally. But yeah, I like this. It's good. Well,
How do you know? You haven't had it yet.
well, I was gonna say maybe
I've had it.
not all root beer is created equal, though.
It's
right?
not. It's
can
not.
agree with
That's why I said I'm not a big fan of that one. I like Barks root beer.
I like this one. I think it's good.
I like that. It's it's good.
I think it's good and creamy.
Yeah, it's got a good taste to it. Abita, caffeine free.
Oh, it's made with coconut. That's why you don't like it, Earl.
Must be. I didn't even know that.
No, it's not.
It wouldn't surprise me.
You like this?
Yeah, they're actually it's actually an Abita beer brewery.
Oh, is that why you don't like it? Because it's root beer, not beer.
Brewed
No, I actually don't drink, believe it or not.
So hold on a
It's,
second. Abita root beer, brewed and bottled by Abita Brewing Company.
yeah, which
Abita
is and Abita Springs, which is I guess about 45 minutes from me.
Is that
And
towards New Orleans or?
no, it's it would be if you were going back towards Mississippi from me,
Okay.
not
So-
south of New Orleans.
Baton Rouge or whatever. That way.
New Orleans, no, it's opposite Baton Rouge. So Baton Rouge is
Oh,
towards
Mississippi.
Texas.
Sorry, I was thinking Texas. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this. This is an easy A.
I like it. I think it's good.
Yeah.
Figured you'd
Yeah.
like it. So, all right. So the real reason that we have Earl joining us, he is going to be a special guest presenter today.
Oh man.
It's time for comments.
It's kind of catchy.
Is it catchy,
It's
Earl?
so catchy.
It's so catchy. It's almost as good as our stinger.
Is your stinger too long? I wonder. Like every time I'm like,
No, we love it. We love
Shorter.
it. We love it, and I pretty much crack up every time it gets to me cracking.
Well, our hope is that we can get you to crack up, and then we can, use the other stinger.
Yeah. Okay, so Alex, I clicked on newest, and now I'm going all the way to the bottom. So is that how you do
There
it?
you
Yes, you got it, man.
All right. So let's
And which
get this
episode is
going.
this on? It's the one, the
This is
Aprils or
this is-
Introvert.
Yeah, it was on Alex's channel. That's it, the introvert. So,
Okay.
Desolate Brick Builds. He says, I guess I should say first. Well, whoopity doo.
Yeah. There it is. There it is.
Mike Connolly. He says second. Well, whoopity doo to you too.
I wonder if people are feeling cheated. They're not getting an Alex whoopity doo.
No, Earl's is better, man. Hello.
Desolate Brick Builds. I hate when my routine gets interrupted too. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's not good. It's like when you get up in the morning and you have your routine and you go to take your shower and you get out the shower and you realize I forgot my towel.
Yeah, that's always bad.
Okay, J22 the Hoppin' God. Bro, the title. I swear I was just thinking about this. So he was laughing out loud at your title.
Yep.
Desolate Brick Builds again. How do I join ULUG? I had information about it, but it got lost, and I've been wanting to start coming to events and things.
Will, Jason?
Well, it's actually pretty simple. You can actually come to the meetings without joining. They meet every third Saturday, I think it is. And you can find them on that. Like they have a website. Is it ULUG? So I wasn't really ready for this.
She's unprepared.
I see
You've
that.
been in for
He
that.
thought he was just going to get to sit back and just do nothing for a little while.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to kick back and enjoy
That's
my
what
root
you
beer.
do every 2 weeks, man.
Heck yes, it is. It's pretty sweet, I guess.
Yeah, so they have a website that is. I just had it and it went away.
Riveting stuff here. This is
It is
riveting.
really well. You guys could talk,
Well, why don't we go to the next one? And
Yeah,
you
go to the
figure it
next
out?
one. I'll find it out. I'll just do that.
Okay, Jimbo Bricks. I guess Alex wouldn't be able to submit his Club X mocks. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
It's all right, right?
To what?
Desolate Brick Builds again. He is paying for a land set. Paying for a land set is crazy, but for that train, it's worth it.
Yeah,
So
they did.
that's talking
good.
about your duty taxes.
They did figure it out. I did not get reimbursed.
You're not going to get reimbursed?
I've seen no indication that I will. I just saw a notification in that forum that it's been resolved and you should get your sets now and everything's good. So
Can
So
you
they're
turn
saying
in
out of duty.
Can you turn in an expense report?
yeah, I'll see what happens with that.
He can turn it into his wife.
Yeah.
Jimbo Bricks. He said duty. You should have used the clip from the movie Caveman. Now that's an obscure reference. Yeah, and I actually replied, Caveman, starring Ringo Starr.
Oh. Yeah.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We used to watch it every Mardi Gras. I don't know why it came on every Mardi Gras. We'd watch it at my buddy's house. Do you remember that movie?
Do you remember?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
You guys are you're not old enough.
We're not cool.
We're not old
Yeah,
enough?
we're not cool enough. Darn, I thought I was pretty old too, but I guess not.
Desolate Brick Bros. I'm excited about the re-release just because I couldn't get Brick Cross Station. Well, I hope you tuned in quick because
Hey, hold on. Okay, hold on. Time out. How did that go? Did you see that?
Not well, because people ordered and then it was canceled.
Wait, because I completely forgot all about it, and then all of a sudden, like I heard nothing about it.
Yeah,
With-
there was a lot of
with the
people that
result.
they placed orders and then they were canceled.
They were canceled.
Yeah,
it's probably because they oversold them. Maybe
they probably had like
Because-
12 and
Dude,
Yeah,
that
because they-
beat the heck out of it, man.
So we have a Louisiana Facebook group. It's about, I don't know, 15 or 20 of us. And a couple guys are always sharing stuff. They put the link in there when it went live. And I sent you guys the link, but you couldn't click the link from what I sent you. But I was able to click it. So I went there and they were available, and then I don't know, about 3:00 that evening, somebody put in the group that they were already gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they didn't make it very long.
Placed orders and they were canceled. So.
Right. So they were probably canceled because they didn't have enough sets for the orders they took. They probably took orders faster than they could keep up with stock.
I would be ticked.
So the website is UtahLug, UTAHLUG.org.
Is my internet not working for you? Or
I
what?
don't know. Whatever. That is what it is.
Sorry, dude. Sorry, bro.
They're also on Instagram if you want to see. It is Utah Lug.
No.
Yeah, I know.
That's
It's pretty
crazy.
crazy, isn't it?
Wow, crazy.
Woolsome, I don't know what Woolsome. See, this is why you have to have me.
Yeah.
Woolsome.
We're really looking forward to this part.
I'm an extrovert and I love creating things with my Legos and building sets. I will say it's a nice time for me to be alone in my own little world that I'm crafting, but I love being around people as well. Yeah, I don't mind crowds. I'm just to myself. I don't talk a lot.
Yeah.
I don't make conversation a lot. I just crowds
I know.
don't bother
I've
me.
seen you on the A-Fool.
Yeah, crowds don't bother me. Yeah.
My wife talks about that a lot. She's like, Earl sits quiet most of the episode, but then he comes in with like a line here and there. I'm like, yep, that's what he does.
Yeah, kind of like Jason.
We're talking about Jason's puts the whole friggin' show on.
Yeah, but every once in a while, Alex lets you get a word in.
I do talk a lot. Yeah.
Have you noticed when I'm on the A-Fools, I talk a lot more?
Yeah.
I wonder what that's all about. I don't know. Go ahead.
Wow, what is going on?
Well, you're the star of the show, Alex. You have to carry the load.
Oh, he's got a load, all right.
Yeah.
Continue.
Duty. I have a duty.
Zack Attack Productions. I went on a cruise through the Thousand Islands region between Ontario and New York State and almost got thrown off for singing My Heart Will Go On. Zack Attack Productions again. I consider myself as an introvert extrovert. I like to be out and socializing with people for a certain time. Once I'm done, I want to go home and not talk to anyone.
That's why I always drive separate.
Yeah. Desolate Brick Builds. He leaves a lot of comments. Now, one of your comments counts up so high.
He's our #1 fan.
Yeah. Extra pieces are critical to avoid missing pieces more frequently.
Well, okay.
I don't have a problem with them. I like getting them. So
I'm just saying, it just kind of, you're going to take them off my hand.
What
right?
he's going to say is, I hate Lego.
So I put them all in this little jug.
Nice.
I never dig into this jug. So when this jug is
that's what I'm
full,
saying. But okay,
I always do.
Look, here's my deal. When I actually am missing legitimately a Lego piece in a set, it is never those little circular elements or tiles. It is always a larger piece. Not like large, like maybe a 1x4 tile, but that's not something that's going to get duplicated. I wouldn't mind duplicates of a 1x4 tile or something a little larger than that. It's just that they just get so out of control so quickly. And people like us who collect like we do, like that jug right there, I bet that has probably filled up multiple times, has it not?
Yeah, this is the second one. So this is the second one that I'm working on.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I was using mine the other day, so I'm not gonna,
All right.
I don't know.
All right, that's fine.
So-
I sort them out and put them with all my other parts.
It's another step I take because you're like, as I'm building a set, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have all these pieces. And they're Lego. I don't want to just throw them away, So I'm
Right.
I get to keep
So
them.
have you
So
do you
Earl,
build?
am I the only one that hears, man, there's more free Lego on top of my free Lego. These jerks.
It's so much free Lego. It's too much.
So there's someone I work with that is, she's an elderly lady. She's real funny, but I always tease her and tell her, you're never happy. If you won the lottery, we'd be like, you just won $6 million. And you'd be like, you know how much taxes I have to pay on that?
That's exactly what I would say. Do you know what taxes on $6 million there? $7 million.
So do you do all your building at your desk, right in your office right there?
No, I actually do it downstairs so I can like watch TV, be with the family.
Yeah,
Now.
so I build a lot in my recliner. I have this little tray, and I'll put the tray in my lap and lean back and watch TV. And
Yeah.
sometimes I'll drop a piece, and it'll go into the chair,
Your
right? You look for it a little bit, and then I'll go into my Bricklink store and just replace it. And then, months later, I'll be looking under the, at the edge of the recliner. I'm like, I wonder when I lost this piece.
That reminds me, that's like a little receptacle, right? What I found, we replaced our dryer recently, which was a horrible story. That's another. I was complaining to him with all my woes before we started recording. I forgot about the dryer. Our dryer died, and we pulled it out, and there's a bunch of like little like pieces of Lego all over the place in the little lint trap, not the lint trap, the blower thingy, exhaust, whatever it's called.
The vent?
The vent, yeah. Really? I thought, whoa, okay. I mean, not like a lot, but like maybe a dozen or so pieces, right?
There's like a whole modular in there.
So I had a washing machine, and the washing machine had a clean out. And it was a nice washing machine, and it literally had a clean out. You would take the front cover off right by your feet, and it had a screw, like a pipe. You unscrew it, and you had to have a bucket position under it because it would shut the pump off, and it would stop the washing machine. And all you had to do was open this clean out and get all the gook and crap out. And I've found Lego pieces in there before, but it was always like socks. Because it.
Yeah.
And I often wondered, whoever designed this piece of crap washing machine knew it was so bad that they had to put a clean out on it.
Is that a thing that's standard on all washers? Is it
the missing socks?
No. Well, yeah, that is true. That is
standard.
true. But I'm just saying.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You have it on mine.
I gotta check.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's been a couple years.
You missing some socks?
I'm always missing socks. I swear. Yeah.
Well, when you have kids don't even match socks.
Dude.
They just grab two, and it's like they're not even the same color.
And just like just stick with white socks. And dude, they like it's not so much they lose them, but my little Jimmy's running around outside with his socks.
Yeah.
No shoes. Just, they get filthy. They get holes. Like,
Okay.
So it's like a one and done. Single use socks right there if you have boys.
Well, that's why Minnie had to go back to work.
Honey, our sock budget is out of control.
Okay. Joe Bowling, wonderful stuff. That Romulan ale. However you pronounce it, the ale you got.
Ale.
There you
go. You're gonna say Trekkie too, huh, Earl?
Haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
Joe Bowling again. I don't like onions on a hamburger either, unless it's an onion ring. But the onion has to stay inside the breading. If I bite into it and it pulls the onion out, then the onion ring turns back into the onion and becomes gross again. You're real
magical thing.
Yeah, that's pretty finicky. Desolate Brickville.
Onion, Earl.
Yeah,
you're pro onion on your burger, aren't you?
Not raw onions.
Not raw. Okay.
I like cooked onions.
The grilled onions.
That's
how I
grilled onions. Yeah, and I like onion rings and. But on my hamburgers, it's usually just mustard, ketchup, and pickles. That's it. Cheeseburger with mustard, ketchup, and pickles, and I'm happy.
No lettuce.
No lettuce. If I want lettuce, I'll put it in a bowl and put salad dressing on it.
Yeah, some of these sandwich shops, they put so much lettuce you could make a salad with it.
I know. Desolate Brick Builds. I know nothing about what's that word? Romulan ale.
Romulan ale. All you got to know is that it's illegal.
Desolate Brick Builds again. Jason, in regard to the U-wing figs, did you want all of them or did you want specific ones? That we had that exact same question for you on our podcast, and I just figured you only wanted some of them, not all of them.
Well, I think it has 4 figs in it, right? It has K2SO. It has Cassian Andor. It's got Deirdre, and then some random Imperial guy. I really want. So I have the original one, and I have almost all of the Rogue One sets. So I already have K2SO, but I wouldn't mind getting this one, see if it's different. The generic Imperial guy, whatever. But I want the other two. I want the Cassian, even though I've got a bunch of them, and I want the Deirdre. I want to recreate that weird love story between her and Cyril.
I just pre-ordered a book to get an exclusive Spider-Man that's only in the book.
Ooh.
It's a goofy Spider-Man too. It's like it looks like a battle damaged or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, well, I guess why not, right?
Why not?
So you're pretty much done with buying Star Wars sets, but are you going to continue to buy the figs?
I don't know. I mean, that's a whole nother. So like I wanted the Cad Bane figure, and I ended up buying the set just to get the fig. I haven't built it. It's still sealed, but I'm like, when it was on clearance, I bought it. And I don't know. I mean, it's silly because, so like one of the other ones I want the Saw Gerrera figure, because that's a Rogue One figure. And it was only in that, what is it? Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator. It's the 25th anniversary set. Well, the set is $70. Saw Gerrera is $30.
Yeah,
like, well,
I know the last couple sets I just bought. That's why I bought them. One of them I'm going to part out,
so you can get at least some of the value out back.
Yeah, and the other one I'm going to build and keep it because it's not a bad set. But yeah, it's pretty. So
to answer your question, I wouldn't say I'm completely done with Star Wars. I don't know. I mean, I still have a number of Star Wars sets I haven't built yet, but I don't know. I'm not in a touchy-feely mood with them right now, I guess. I don't know.
Joe Bowling. I don't know if all AFOLs are introverts, but I'd bet most AFOLs became fans long before LEGO promoted Build Together. An introvert like me can be very talkative and social around people with a shared interest, like LEGO, but gathering with random people require mental preparation and an exit plan because they are exhausting. And the older I get, the more exhausting everything is.
Yep.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. DL Bricks, he says, amen. Chef Eddie says, people are exhausting except Earl. I could laugh with him all day.
Well, hey, wow, there you go.
I appreciate that.
That's
maybe
awesome.
This wasn't anyway. It just happened to be that comment.
Yeah. Joe Venters, I'd be irritated but wouldn't risk losing out. I don't know what he's talking about, but
irritated.
Something you guys were talking about.
If it's like Alex, it's probably every day.
Every day. Yeah.
Chef Eddie, a 747 can carry a space shuttle, but they want to charge me $300 for a 50-pound suitcase.
It's like those cartoons that are the yes but, and you have this small petite girl who's like 90 pounds, like you can't check, or you got to check this bag, or it's going to cost you extra $50 because it's a bit too big. And you have some do this like 300 pounds. He's got these little bags, like, you're fine, sir, go right on in.
So I have a story about that. I will tell you. My wife and I, I don't remember where we were. We had traveled somewhere, and we each had a suitcase. And this was back. We don't check bags anymore because it's just a hassle. I even get them free now on Delta, and I still don't check it because I don't want it to be lost. But we have our two bags, and we have to check them. And we go up there, and we put the one bag on the scale, and it's 51 pounds.
Oh.
And they're like, I'm sorry. We put the other bag up there. It's 24 pounds. So they didn't look at this and say, you know what, you're under 100 pounds between the two.
No.
They looked at it and said, yeah, you're going to have to pay. I said, give me a minute. So here I am.
I'll be right back.
In the airport. Everyone's looking at my dirty underwear because this is on the way home. So we're shuffling and cramming crap in the duffel bag to make it fit.
You should see.
This is all fake.
The
stuff is traveling. It's such a joke.
You should see the suitcase my wife has for when we go on a cruise. It's humongous. It's up to my waist. It's like this wide. It's huge.
Huge. It's huge.
Michael Sousa Cruz.
Okay.
Wait, Michael De Sou Cruz. Michael De Sous Cruz. Familiar?
Sure.
Michael
De
De Sousa
Sousa.
Cruz, yes.
There you go.
Yeah,
I don't know if A-balls are introverts, but I'm an a-hole. I just got it. I'm an a-hole. Lost. Just an adult hobbyist of Lego, not a fan. Upa, next time you cut through my yard, you go. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
An adult hobbyist of Lego.
Hey.
He's an a-hole.
Okay, yeah. Who loves people?
Shy time is my time. LOL, I totally missed that thread. If it happened to Harry and I too, but we didn't pay DHL. Haha. So they're just waiting. So did everybody get their stuff in time?
I don't know if they got it in time. I mean, they probably got it right at or maybe a day after the embargo, I think.
So were you first?
I don't know if I was first.
You could have put it out there like first.
I don't think I was because what's his name? Racing Brick got him, but I don't think he didn't have a duty because where he's at.
I was gonna say, is he in the U.S. though?
No, he's
not.
Yeah, I don't think he's in the U.S. Actually, I don't even know where he's at actually specifically. I just thought because of his accent, he ate in the States. But he had both those Arctic sets out about the same time I did. So yeah. There you go.
Bricks on an Island. Alex Noon Salt Lake Cruises. Sounds like a promising business idea.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Jimbo Bricks. That Walt Robot and BDP Series 7 could not be funded. It is underwhelming. And let's say Renee Cardwell. I agree. Not impressed at all with the Walt.
Yeah.
I am not
I
either.
think that's our best chance so far to have one not get funded.
Yeah.
And then what happens? What do you think?
Hopefully they come out with better sets. I mean, I don't know.
Let's learn from this experience.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's fine, but there's nothing special about it. Makes me want to buy it. It's a robot, and you can change the face, right? Isn't that pretty much about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know what it reminded me of was that little figure they gave me when I went to the Brickfest Live?
Oh yeah.
That's what it made me think.
Yeah, that's right.
So there.
Fat Daddy Bricks. The Bricklink release on the 20th didn't last 15 minutes, and they were all gone. Well, there you go. I thought it was a little longer than that.
See, we could have just waited and got our answer to your question.
Yeah.
How did it go?
Lee Price, R9U. I am. Okay.
Good for you.
I don't know what you
It
are.
probably means I am an introvert.
Yeah, I am.
Appreciate your honesty.
That's the hard part is I don't always remember what we were talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh, you should see us.
Okay, I don't know.
We have a new acronym, and that's cool. A-Hall.
Yeah, like
I'm an adult hobbyist of Lego. A-Hole.
Chef Eddie. So, what do you guys know about the science of plastic? You need to have a segment on the science.
Well, for that, we need another guest star.
Yeah, maybe next week you can get Joey to do
we need him on our podcast more. Look how many times we've got him to laugh.
This is great. Yeah, man.
Let's see. Brick Vice, 20th is Tuesday, 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern. Was an hour late trying to get to Snack Shack. It let me order and then canceled my order later in the day saying they were out of stock. Yeah, that's kind of what it probably let so many people in, and instead of kicking you out, it let you buy it and then said, whoops, we sold too many. So there's another one of our questions answered.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's like these guys are watching us live. Chris Cummings. I was buying Lego at the Walmart I frequent, and the cashier that always sees me in the morning asked me why I was buying Lego. I told her I build military vehicles with it. She then told me that her son liked Lego, but when he was going to a local Purdue campus, the local lug was there on campus a couple of times. And because of the local lug, he hates Lego now. I can understand his take because I tried to join that lug, and I rediscovered that I'm not one who likes doing any activities whatsoever. I feel like I'm back in high school again.
I wonder what they did.
Yeah, it's going to tick them
I don't
off.
know. That's funny.
Maybe they had mandatory volunteer stuff.
I don't know. I mean, they have.
Well, yeah,
so for ULUG, they have whatever the rules are, and they've recently changed them for, like they redid their bylaws for this year so that it affects something we don't talk about that will happen next year. I'm not supposed to mention it, man. So yeah, they've changed the rules around Fight Club. And so there's certain things you have to do to qualify. It used to be that you could just pay to join Fight Club and then you could just buy it, but you didn't ever have to come. So now it's like you have to come to at least one meeting in a year. And if you want to vote on Fight Club, you have to display at least one show or something.
Like a fraternity? Is it just rent-a-friends like a fraternity?
I don't think so. It's just a bunch of weirdos.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Hey, Doug, you're not in it.
You're not in it.
You keep asking me, where's Alex? I don't know, man. He doesn't like Lego. Have you seen the A-Fool podcast?
I'm an a-hole.
I tell him that too. Don't worry.
John Powell 2431. The reason people like the show Andor is because it's based on Rogue One, which is the only good Star Wars movie made by Disney. I'll agree with that. The rest are total crap, not canon. Even George liked Andor. Yeah, I never watched Andor because which one did I think it was the last Boba Fett.
The book of
After Boba Fett, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty much done.
Oh, yeah, see, Andor is really good. I've enjoyed it. And the reason I think it's done well is a couple of things. Number one, it doesn't feel like it's trying to push, because some people have an issue because it's like, well, they're pushing an agenda or they don't have a story. Like that was the thing with the Disney sequels, right? They came out and then people realized, oh, they didn't really have a story. Well, let's just say Palpatine's back or, whatever. This one, it's got good story writing and it's not focused on, the same six people. Like it's telling stories outside of that. And I've enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really good.
You finished season 2?
I did finish season 2. Yeah. I watched them like the day they dropped and they did 3 episodes at a time. So I sat there like for 3 hours every night.
I've heard that the 3 episodes are kind of like their own miniature movies, right?
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing, it's kind of and series 2 or season 2, I guess, was a little different than season 1. Like it progresses through multiple years at a time.
Oh,
like it'll be like a certain time period and then a year later and then, a couple years later, but it leads up to, the events of, Rogue One, etc. So I enjoyed, I thought it was really good. It is more of a slow burn. It's not like, every episode is, gunfire and laser battles. It builds up to kind of seminal moments. But I think if you watch it, I think it's a good payoff.
Well, as I get older, I like action movies a lot,
Yeah.
So, but I get tired of when it's a fight scene and it's like a 15-minute fight scene.
Yeah.
And you're like, come on. I mean, but then I went and watched the new Mission Impossible.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it's a good movie. I mean, I enjoyed it, but the first probably 45 minutes, it's kind of a slow burn. It's a lot of history, kind of referring back.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, where's the action? I need something because let's get to where we're going. It's freaking 2.5 hours long. Let's go. But it ended up being a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Good.
But do you find that as you're getting older, it's like, this guy's not going to die. Let's just move on to the next guy.
Well, it's predictable, right?
Yeah.
So I remember, what was it, Batman versus Superman? I didn't see that in the theater, and I had heard kind of mixed reviews about it. And one time we were on the plane flying back from Europe, I think. So it was a long time. I'm sitting on the plane, and it was playing, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to finally watch this stupid thing. I finally leaned over to my wife. I'm like, just someone kill someone already. This is like going on and on. These stupid guys have been fighting for, I don't know, an hour and a half.
Yeah,
I'm going to land before they get this resolved.
I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or. I mean, I enjoy it, but I just
move on with stuff, Earl.
Huh? What's that?
I said it's because you don't have much time left. You know, you got to move on with life.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. John Powell. Speaking of moving on, John Powell 2431. He also says you mentioned Little Debbie's. Their factory is 5 minutes from my house. They have an outlet store where you can get whole cases for as low as $5.
What?
Oh man.
I would be 300 pounds.
If you don't like their chocolate, they also make Drake's Cakes, which has a darker, less sweet chocolate many people prefer. I have to force myself not to go in there because I'll go nuts and drive away with a truckload of stuff. I feel you there.
Man, how to be.
Individual Egg, great sponsor. And then he's got the crap emoji.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Chris Cummings.
I was just doing my duty, you guys.
Yeah. Chris Cummings. I did watch Alex's video where he had the Boy Scouts looking for the minifigures in the town.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you allowed tour groups to look at your city. Do you provide food and drinks? We use your bathroom, Alex. The one of the buses out of order. And then I actually replied to this one. I said, no donuts, only muffin stumps.
It just depends on the package. The deluxe package will take care of you.
Ty Novell, who I like to call Tylenol. 34th, no whoopity-doo for me. Well, yes, sir. Whoopity-doo. Sad face just contributing to the comment total. Remember, all you have to do on this one is put the number of your comment, and Alex will give you a whoopity-doo.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can be 80th if they get to 80 comments, and he'll whoopity-doo you.
Whoopity-doo ya.
Tyler will also say,
Whoopity-doo ya.
he says, wait, Jason is part of the ULUG. What are ULUG membership requirements? I think we just went over that, right?
Have the pulse.
You show up and you pay $30 a year.
That's what I was going to say. You pay your dues. So when they do that once a year bulk order, are you required to?
I don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't know.
You signed a non-disclosure too? I thought only Alex did that.
Yeah.
No. So they've really kind of asked us not to talk too much about that, frankly, but because they're worried that it. So we're going to talk about it. We'll be quiet.
We're going to talk about Fight Club? Uh-oh.
So the way Lug Bulk works is that, it's a special opportunity that Lego offers the club to help them promote Lego, through displaying at shows and stuff like that. So I don't know. Was there a specific question about it on there, or were you going to ask a specific?
No, my only question was, are you required to purchase when the Lug Bulk?
No, you don't have to, but you have to be a member. Like you have to be signed up for next year by a certain date, or it's too late. Like if you're not on by like October 31st, it's too late to get on for next year's. So
Ty Novell again. Well, he was on a roll.
Yeah.
So since Alex paid for the tax on the free Lego, did Lego reimburse him or punish him in any way?
Not yet. I know of.
He also says, I'll be looking forward to the antique shop review by Alex. Hopefully it will feature Mindy.
I don't think it's going to feature Mindy. I'll see what I can do about that. Man, they moved the embargo on that later.
Oh, they pushed it back? Okay.
And I asked Alex about it. I was like, dude, why is it so late? And he's like, it makes sense. There's a lot of new releases on the first of the month. Oh. And so they didn't want to interfere with that. I'm like, I already made my review.
Because they come out on the 9th, is it?
10th.
Okay.
10th.
I knew it was early in the month.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Are you going to buy one, Earl? You going to get you a...
Yeah, man.
I don't know, Transylvania Castle?
want to, but I don't know if I'm going to stay up.
Stay up. It's in the morning. Isn't it like at 8 a.m.?
Is it? I thought it was the midnight deal.
8 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah. So it's like
Oh.
10 o'clock your time in the
Yeah.
morning.
Oh, well, we'll see.
So you just have to sneak away
No
from the break room.
excuses.
No, we'll see. We'll see. The last time I decided I didn't want one, and I was just going to let it sell out. And then when I checked like the next day, they were still available, and I was like, okay.
Well, which one do you like?
The Transylvania one.
You can't wait on that one. It'll sell
Yeah,
out.
dude.
Yeah, I
That
know.
will be gone.
I know. It's just going to be a matter if I remember the time zone.
Well, I would tell you Alex will text you, but yeah, you know.
Hey.
Tynoville, aka Tylenol. Rejectopolis sounds like an awesome city, or it could just be called New Zanderberg, just because Zanderberg is such an awesome name.
It is.
Yeah.
New
Did you guys talk about that in this episode, or was that the last episode, which was after this episode, that you talked about that?
Yes.
Yes.
One of those.
Sounds right.
I've been talking about it for a while. What do you think? Should it be Rejectopolis?
I like Rejectopolis.
We're going to make it happen, Earl. Rejectopia.
Marty Groman. I know that guy. Alex, you're not wrong. 3,000 sets is not a lot to sell out, and you're right again. The art set sucks.
There you go, man.
Then I also said I passed again on the May the 4th. I don't think the added sets to discount or double points was not planned. It was their intention all along to get us to make multiple orders to get extra gift with purchases. Jason not included. LOL.
All right, Jason didn't get any gift with purchase.
Yeah, I think that was. I don't think that was like last minute. Our sales are down. We got to do something. I think that was planned all along. Like, let's get them back in the store.
Mm.
No, I think it was last minute. I think it was dirty pool.
I don't think so.
I think so.
And then this is what I said about the introvert. I'm not a big talker. I like to keep to myself. I do like to go out, and I don't mind lines. But if I'm standing in a line, I have my AirPods on so people don't talk to me. Does that make me an introvert?
Yeah, that's good. You know what I used to do? Like when I went to the Lego store, I'd have to walk through the Container Store.
Okay.
And then you have those ladies that are really aggressive with giving you free samples, right? And they go, "Excuse me, sir, would you like a free sample of this product?" And if you go to grab it, they don't let go, right? And so, and I'm like, I'm tired of this. So what I do is I pretend I'm on my phone talking to my wife as I walk through, and I just don't mind them any, you know.
You could just ignore them.
I do. Well, I'm not that kind of a person. You know, I'm like, oh, I just say like, no, thanks. I just like, I don't want to deal with this today. I am going to be an HOL or no, an AHOL today.
Just tell them, no English. No English.
No English.
Yes, no English.
Brick Trains. I know that guy too. I would have paid the duty fee too. And then Neil Rustling -JE6ZO. I know I'm butchering some of these names.
That's okay.
For the Arctic Train, yep. For the Galactus Builderable figure versus the Fantastic Four, a hard nope.
Ooh, wait a minute.
What do you think about this one, Earl? Are you a big fan of it?
It's okay. I mean, I don't mind the figs, but I'm not. That's not one that I'll pay the $50-something just to get the figs for.
No, it's more than that. It was like 70, I thought.
I took 65.
It was crazy.
65. I thought it was 55. So it's 65. Yeah, that's now. If it had a Spider-Man or an Iron Man in there, I'd probably do it.
Know that part.
Yeah, you don't have to tell us.
Because I collect them, and like Jason just said,
$60. $60.
Mimi Don do Lego. We're definitely introverts. Creatures of habit sums it up.
Yeah.
I have been out in public or around large crowds and have caught myself muttering, "I bleeping hate people. He's an a-hole." Something comforting of being in the Lego room and minding my own business.
Yeah. Oh man.
Homeman Clan. I'm a Lextrovert. I will talk to anyone, but only about Lego.
I like that, man.
Mark 2026. Oh, Mark F 2026. I have no problem saying what should be said. Ally Express is a bunch of thieves. I do not care how much money you save. You're supporting thieves when you buy anything from them. We may not like Lego's pricing structure, but that does not make it okay to steal. This may not be a popular take, but buying anything from Ally Express is a tantamount to stealing. And let's see, you have some replies. Let's see if
Saucy replies.
We do.
okay. Illusion 30. If Lego doesn't make a part, why is it thievery to buy it from someone who does? And then Mark says they weren't talking about parts. The reference was to Ally Express selling Star Wars sets. And then Illusion says, "Oh, I never bought sets on Ally Express." So
that's the argument. It's not about the pieces; it's about the design, right?
Yeah.
yeah. It's probably about it. It's kind of, what is it, like Lepin? Is it actual Lego or is it like
I don't
Lepin
think so.
set?
No,
Yeah,
it's
I don't
not.
think so either. It's like Lepin set.
It's garbage. Well, the quality is no okay. I have purchased something from AliExpress because I confessed this many years ago. I probably even on this show because I was
it
thinking,
Lego?
no, it's not Lego, but it was a stolen design. So I have unfortunately contributed to that issue because this is before I was in the land, because they specifically they tell you as an ambassador you cannot compare, or we don't want you to compare like Lepin or knockoff brands to the stolen design from Lego. And I was going to do the Imperial flagship, that big sail ship.
Yep.
And so I ordered the AliExpress one for like $60. And then I went to Bricks and Minifigs to get it, and they hiked up the price by like $200. I was like, heck with that. I ain't doing this anymore. So it comes in a bag, right?
Yeah.
And these instructions, and the quality is noticeably bad. Now, it was like 3 or 4 years ago. Okay, noticeably bad. There was even a few pieces that the molds look like they were significantly disfigured, like they're not usable. Right. That was my experience, my one and only experience. I will never do it again. Learn my lesson. There you go.
Ty Novell, that was a great sponsor this episode. Well done, guys. Great episode as always.
You bet.
Not sure what the sponsor was that time.
It was the toilet.
That was the toilet one. Yeah.
Oh, that was
okay.
a good one. Illusion 30. Andor is superb.
Real events.
I was struggling with that episode. That Romulan ale was going through me, man.
Tired of the guy in the comments on his anti-woke crusade. Huh? You guys know what that's referring to?
I don't
I don't know.
Fiverton Gal.
How about that?
Fiverton Gal. I think you know her. Going from the potty dance right into a toilet commercial. The laughing tears are flowing. Well played, Alex.
That worked out pretty well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brick Building Babe. Can't believe they opened a new Lego store in Utah. I was just out there earlier this year and got my stamps. Now I have to go back, making it harder to get them all. There's 113 in the U.S., and I have 30 plus with a couple from Canada.
Wow.
Well, if you're going to the New Orleans store, let me know, and you can.
He'll place his order. Trust me, I know.
So how far apart are those? So you have 3 that you can go to? Or are they like?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, so we have 3. We have the new one is about, it depends on traffic. Like when the store was opening and I went after work, it took longer to get down there. But I can get down there in about 30 minutes. The original one, that one is about 15 minutes from my house. And then the one that opened a couple years ago up north, it's about 40 minutes from my house. And they're probably about 10 minutes further from him.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
They're
so
all in different directions.
Within an hour, yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm surprised they open them so close to each other.
Well, a lot of people were surprised about the one in Provo because I guess it's technically Orem, but that mall is closed on Sunday. So people were like, there's no way Lego will have a store that's not open on Sunday, but they do. Because the whole mall is closed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Joe Bowling, I didn't get anything from BDP Series 1 and 2 re-release, but I'm hoping LEGO does a re-release for Series 3. I really wanted the Harbor's Master's Office, but didn't get it because I had already committed too much money at one time in Series 3. Well, as Alex tells you, Joe, don't worry about it. Let future Joe worry about it.
Exactly right. That's what I'm going to do for Series 5 here in a couple of weeks.
Sonia Holcomb, school is out for the summer. I'm in my happy place. Nothing to do with Lego.
Nothing to do with me either. It doesn't affect me. I'm jealous.
Oh, here's a tough one. There's that tough Neil Rustling. No, it's not too bad. Neil Rustling JE6Z0. Woo woo woo. Grammar police here. Okay. Grammar police here. Irregardless is not a word. The word is.
I remember this one. We gotta tell him.
Is a super close to requirements. The more you know.
Oh, the more we know, huh? Well, let me tell you
we're going to agree to disagree, right?
Bring it up.
If you pull up the Oxford Dictionary,
yes,
New Oxford American Dictionary, irregardless is a word. The usage, irregardless, is widely heard, perhaps arising under the influence of such perfectly correct forms as irrespective, but should be avoided by careful users of English.
Yes.
Used regardless to mean without regard. But it is okay. It is actually a word. It originated in Indiana, I believe, is what we saw.
No, there you go.
So it is a word.
Yeah, let's grammar police gotta get you.
Yeah, go get other people.
Go get got.
He also says, I always thought Ramalon, that stuff, ale, was banned on
Romulan.
There's the grammar police.
It is a Schedule 1 class drug, with possession being a Class 2 felony.
Woo! Oh, space police. Spock, we're getting pulled over by the space police. You got to stash away that Romulan ale, or we're going to get busted.
Renee Cardwell, hello. Not an introvert, just prefer my Lego build area. I do not like talking to other A-fools. Wait, I do like talking to other A-fools, but crowds, etc., make me anxious. Non-Lego people just don't get it.
Yeah.
Like I said, crowds don't bother me because I'm good at not caring about. I just keep to myself and go about my business. Let's see. One clever pig. I'm picturing Alex like my 4-year-old holding her pants, running to the bathroom, muttering, pee pee, pee pee, pee pee the whole time.
I gotta
go. Let's see. Pasta Jensen. If I would get that we are going on a cruise line from my wife, I would have divorced her on the spot. Pay money to sail. I get the being social part, and I do like it, but it's exhausting if it's too often. I need to recharge between the battles, and well, after 4 weeks traveling, it's nice to be home. We actually go on one cruise every year, so.
Wow, that's a lot.
But again, I don't go to talk. The people I talk to are the people that I sit with to eat with, and then after that, I'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Well, and it's different because you just drive, an hour down the road, and I'm assuming you just take them all out of New Orleans, right? You don't. Yeah,
we've only been on one outside of New Orleans. We always talk about we're going to go, but it's, if we go out of Galveston, or if we go out of where's that's the one in Alabama. They all go to the same places. So for us to go somewhere different, we'd have to go all the way to Florida, or all the way to, and we're not going to drive to California to go out. So we're talking about going out of Florida, though.
Okay. Yeah. See, for us,
it's LA.
You got to go to either California or Florida, or
Yeah. We enjoy it.
You get there, but
let's see. Pasta Jensen, frenemies at the 12-minute 09 mark.
Well, that's us.
Frenemies.
Are we frenemies?
Frenemies. Rated PG-13.
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think we're friends? that was the thing that came up.
That's right.
Let's see. Josh Greathouse. I am cheap, but I do find a lot of sets are just a little higher than I think they are worth. That said, I'm more excited for the BDP since they are better designs and more exciting. That said, I think Adventures in Transylvania is going to sell out. That cabinet I could see not making the 3,000.
The cabinet too.
Yeah, the
that's
cabinet. Yeah.
That might the Series 5, in my opinion, going to be the best result, and that whatever Series 8 is.
I think that's Series 7.
7
Because 6 has the redwoods. I like that.
Oh yeah,
one. I think
looks
that
good.
one's
That's got
actually
some good
pretty
stuff in
good.
it.
There's
Yeah.
a few in there that are okay, but yeah, I think it's 7. That's the one that's got the Walt and the.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
This is like they knew I needed a break, so they're like, we're
Yeah.
gonna give Jason a.
I guess it's a blessing in
give him a
disguise,
pass
right?
here.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, future Jason needs to relax. Pasta Jensen, 39 grams. My head is spinning by just hearing that amount of sugar.
Oh,
Was that in the
What's
Roma line?
here? Well,
we got a problem.
close your ears, pasta.
45 grams of sugar, and it was delicious.
Pasta Jensen also says,
90% of your daily sugar intake.
Well, it's good because I was only at 5%.
yeah. At the Pasta Jensen says at the 39-minute 40-second mark, it's Johnny Storm, and if you are a pendant, it is Jonathan Lowe Spencer Storm. The Galactus figure looks good, but the minifigures are meh. Ben Grimm should for sure be a big fig. I agree with that. The Mr. Fantastic Dr. Reed Richards looks just silly with those extended legs. So apparently, Pasta Jensen does not like the set. That's what I get from that.
I wouldn't think.
It sounds like he loves it.
Well, I know he likes comic books.
Yeah.
So that's so he was probably he probably didn't like us. Because I was, as you were reading that, I'm like, that's right. We couldn't remember the name of Johnny Storm.
Yeah,
because we were like, what is it, Johnny Blaze, or
Flame on.
Sorry, Pasta.
Pasta Jensen says till that there are people frying pickles. Besides that, if there is one thing I need in my burger besides the beef, it's raw, fresh cut onions. Well, you can keep your raw, fresh cut onions.
I'll show you where that
place. Yeah, to each their own. I mean, everybody's different.
Yeah.
The Mock Maker, 74th. Whoopity-doo! Maybe you'll read my comment first, though. Sorry.
4? How many comments do you have?
At least 74.
You organize your yellow bricks like that, too. Lego builders think alike, I guess. I wonder if OCD is more common with us. Alex, did you figure out your tariff situation? Have you been suspended yet?
Not yet, or maybe I am and I just don't know it.
I assume the other package was the vending machine. As always, thanks for another great episode.
No, it wasn't the vending machine.
Yeah.
He cannot confirm or deny that. Let's see. SG Brick, a.k.a. Sega Brick.
Yeah.
That is my way to go on the second market sets I want. Not I need. If market price is $400, I want it for $150. It saves money and
Sorry. Space.
He's as good as Joey with the button.
Unless you are lucky enough to find it at your price. Greetings, SG from Belgium. Yeah. Let's see. And the last one.
Oh, we made
Bricks
it.
on an Island. Post symptom of the May 4th poll. I did buy 2 Star Wars sets only a few days later. 2 small ships, Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor, which is set 75401, and Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter, 75333, because I was looking for 2 cool small starship sets. Both were 30% off on the internet. A better deal than getting double points with Lego on Star Wars Day. But you didn't get that goofy gift with purchase.
Yeah, I don't think he would have at that price, though. He would have got the poly bag. Who cares about that?
That's true. Good point.
Alex looks at that as a bag of extra parts he's got to put in the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're wrong.
So that is all of them.
Wow. That was a lot. Dang. It took like an hour. It's like a comment in an hour. Holy crap! That
Yes.
was awesome.
Yes,
That
thank you.
exceeded expectations, man.
Maybe we'll have to have Earl come back next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep that
Or not.
voice going there. Is there anything else he's got a little bit of time? Is there anything else we can do with him on the?
Anything else we can do with him?
Is there anything else we can do for you, Earl?
Okay, I know what I want to do.
Uh-oh.
Oh man!
Let's-
We shouldn't have said anything.
Let's do the pricing game.
Ooh.
Well,
Ooh.
I don't have one ready. If you want me to hurry and pull one up here, I can try.
Yeah, let's do the pricing game.
What's it called? Price hiker?
Price hiker.
Wait, can I do
There
the
you
thing? Do the thing.
Not that stupid game again.
This is the greatest thrill of my life. I'm king of the world. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Oh no! We suck again!
Well, I hope I don't suck again. Again.
Well, you got Earl to help you.
All right, so what are we going to do? I want to do
All right.
retired
First
figs
off,
or retired figs.
Retired fig.
we have good news for all you whiners out there.
Everyone.
I'm so sick of hearing people whine.
Yep.
The mountain is back.
Ta-da!
And I'm going to attempt to do your sound effects, so because you yodel like crap.
So that's part of the shtick, man.
It's a big, beautiful
So-
mountain. We rebuilt it. As you can see, it's bigger and better than ever.
Now, I
How
will
many
tell you
steps
this,
are on that
Alex.
thing?
All these people that complained about, we need the real mountain back. We need the real mountain back. It's back.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's
Uh,
less steps.
Oh,
So
it's
Alex
new and
is back
improved.
to struggling again, I think.
How much
It's
the other
new
one?
and improved. I like it.
New and improved.
It's like the old one. What do you mean new and improved?
Is this one? It's got 14 steps. No, 12 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, this is the first one. We always start off the mountain. So it's got 12 steps. The other one had 14.
So
I
it's a
think you do.
12-step program.
I was out of bricks, man. This is what you get.
You get what you get. You don't throw a fit.
That's what I was gonna say.
Hey, I'm throwing a fit.
Sorry.
All right. Okay, let's do this thing. Boom. If I suck again, Earl, it's your fault.
That's okay.
That's
He's like,
okay.
I don't care.
I am perfectly fine with that.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull one up here. I wasn't
He's
ready for this.
He's trying to whip it out, Earl.
Uh-huh.
Oh, jeez. What are we doing? What's the cat? What are the categories, Alex?
I don't know. I'm trying to find it. I'm making
Yeah,
it up
good,
as we go
good.
here.
Let's see. Galactus on the secondary market because he won't have the minifigures at Bricks and Minifigs coming soon. I
That
would-
is a tough. Could you imagine buying that set with no figs? Do you count Galactus as a fig?
I don't know.
They don't have him listed as a fig, so I would say no. He's the build.
He's a Galactus construction figure.
It's a mech.
Mech.
That's what I say, at least. I don't know. You can tell me what you
Looks
think.
like he's got his face is a sticker. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Here we go now.
Well,
I got this time, guys. Don't you worry about
Okay.
me. Okay.
all right. So we don't have any of this set that have sold, but there are 4 that are currently available.
What?
Uh-oh.
I had to come up on the fly. This is what we're doing.
Only
Okay.
4 available. None
4
have sold.
available in new condition. There's multiple in used condition. We're going with a new condition.
Uh-oh.
This
This is a set. This is in honor of our good buddy Mayo. Set 614, the excavator.
Woo.
Oh no.
Woo.
The excavator.
Woo.
You see it there, Earl?
Okay, so you're talking new sealed.
A new sealed set.
Wait, how old is that thing? It's got to be older than I am.
Wait a minute. If
1974.
It is older than I am.
And that's saying something.
Hey,
I was 1.
I was -4.
It's older than me too. Anyways,
So if
continue.
none is sold, that means it could be astronomical prices, and that could be why it hasn't sold.
There's 4 of them.
There's 4 new for sale.
4 new ones for sale.
There's no sale history?
Not in the last 6 months. There's used ones that were sold. There's only 4 used ones that have sold.
How much do those sell for?
The used ones?
Yeah.
Less than the new one?
I need a hint. Okay, and this is in the sealed box. So I have to guess like what the average price
It
is.
has 29 pieces, in case you're wondering.
1974.
1974.
My gosh, that's so long ago.
All right, so you two figure out your price here. Let's get going.
Wait, we can collaborate. All right. Well, Earl, I think you're the better subject matter expert here.
I would think it would be relative to a tipper truck that was new and sealed, which is I would think is ballparking around $40, $50.
I was going to say 30. They're that much?
And I just because this is a while, I will give you $5 a step.
Ooh, $5 is okay. So $5 times the 12. That's a pretty good window. I think it's going to be hot.
Just pick a number here, people.
What
I'm thinking 40.
40?
50?
Well,
you want to go 50? I'm thinking let's go 45.
Hold on a second. What's the lowest do you think it's going to be? $20 at the absolute lowest?
No, we're talking sealed box. So I'm thinking the lowest would be.
I'm just saying, like, if we go, we strategize here is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we say let's say it's way lower than we're guessing. Like, what's the lowest amount? What is that? $60? That is our variance here. Either way, right? Thereabouts. So if we have a $60 buffer, and we say it's going to be $60, it's not going to be 0 at the bottom end. So I think we can go $70. No, $80. $80, and we will stay on this mountain. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's all about stay. It doesn't matter about getting close. We just want to stay on this dang mountain.
He doesn't care about winning. He just cares about.
I'm tired of sucking again.
Okay. All right, we'll go with this is your show. We're gonna go with
75. Let's do 75.
Okay, it's your show. Well, just let the record show. Let the record that I was thinking 40, 45. But I like where you're going with your strategy. So it's your show. Let's.
All right. So he's got 45, and I've got 80.
So which number am I going with?
You're going with his 75.
Going 80, but he's going to
See, this is why on The Price is Right, only one person comes up.
You're right.
Yell at him, and then they say a thing.
You're right. Right. So I'm yelling 40. It's your deal. I'm yelling 45.
I would
It's
be
your
foolish
deal.
not to listen to an actual A-fool, you know?
Well, it's not like I bought that set.
Go with 80 then?
Let's do let's go in the between the let's do $65. 60 no. I'm sticking with I second guess myself all the time. I'm not $80. 80. Do it. Go. Now. Do it. Do it.
Okay. I gotta move this up to the camera level.
Oh, come on, baby. Come on. Come on.
Are you gonna yodel or do you want me to yodel?
Yeah, I'll yodel. Yodel, he yodel, he yodel, he hoo.
Oh.
So that was 2 steps, right? $10. How much is it?
What again?
$77.
Dude.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yes. Oh yeah, baby. That feels good.
Look at all that room we got to work with. Well, all that room you got.
Another one.
Yes, you do got to do 3, right?
Yeah, well, I have a second one up. We'll do this.
Dude.
Okay.
This is set 435.
No.
Do you know what that one is? 435?
Is that a tipper?
It's the tipper truck.
Yeah. I didn't want to be loud and wrong, so I was waiting for you to.
None have been sold
Ooh.
in the last 6 months.
Good
I wonder
job.
why someone has them all.
Yeah.
There are currently 21 for sale.
So I'm just going to throw this out there. They've got to be a little pricey, otherwise they would have been. They would have been purchased.
I agree. So what are you thinking? Like $40?
I was thinking 45, but
45.
again, the excavator was 70 something, so it's You might want to use your strategy again.
17 parts. So it's like 17 instead of 20. Was it 29 in the other one?
How many have sold in the last 6 months?
0.
Jabo hasn't been buying any?
There
That's
has been one used one sold on Bricklink in the last 6 months.
Because they must be asking too much for them.
Do you want to do that? We can do that one if you want. How much do you think the one used one sold for in the last 6 months on Bricklink?
One used one the last 6 months.
$35.
You're just getting $1 a step, just so we're clear.
Oh, this is an account?
Well, we're gonna count it. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
All right. So pick a thing here.
So we only have $1 per step.
$1 per step.
Okay. Wait. We're not guessing the new.
We're gonna go with the used one on this one. The
one,
used
that's
tipper
sold.
truck.
I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna say 18, but it's up to you. That's just my thought. That gives you something to start with. I'm thinking 18. Because I'm thinking if you go over 20, it's overpriced.
Really?
It's only. I mean, you could piece one together outside the tipper. Real.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do 18.
18.
Oh no. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Yodeling, 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 yodeling. Was that 5 steps, 6 steps?
7 steps.
Woo-hoo.
Was it $25?
$24.99. 49.
Alex, you should have thrown out your standard $25 bid.
Okay.
Shoot.
So now we'll go to the new
man.
one. What do you think it is? You got 3 steps left. I'll give you
Let
5.
me just tell you, this game is hard.
See? I make it look so easy, right?
Well, here, wait. Should I pick something different? I'll pick something different. Let me.
Whew.
Well, if you're gonna pick something different, I want to know.
I'm gonna pick something for your guest helper here.
Oh no.
That's a good thing. Hopefully, it's something you're familiar with. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. Ooh, man. Dude, I can't believe we nailed that first one. That was awesome. I think that was the best.
I'm surprised it's that high, but I'm betting that none of them have sold because it was that high. How much was the sealed tipper, Jason?
Yeah.
The average was like 77.
Same price.
Yeah, it's about the
wow.
same price.
That's why they haven't sold, because they're overpriced.
Lot. Dang. I
Good.
think I probably would have only guessed like $50 to $60 too. All right, what you got, man? It's my hair.
Okay, we're gonna go with this set here. It is the Avengers Tower.
Avengers Tower. Which one?
Oh.
You know which one that is? Can you see it?
Yeah. Yeah, I have it.
It's the micro one. Wasn't this? I think this was a gift with purchase.
And we're talking sealed?
We'll go with a sealed copy of that.
How many have sold in the last 6 months?
There have been 46 sales with a total of 92 quantity sold.
Wow.
Yeah, I know what I paid for mine.
I don't think.
I figured he's your Iron Man expert, so we'll see how that
I know
works
what
out.
I paid for mine, but it was a couple years ago.
How much did you pay for it? Was it like 40 bucks?
Yeah, 40 something, but it's more now.
Between 40 $50. I don't think it's more than $50, man.
I would say 60, at least 60.
Sure.
Well, the way he said that makes me think that it's ridiculous now.
I'm going to guess it's somewhere between 60 and 100.
Ooh, okay, 1, 2, 60 to 100. So if we what if we tried? Do you think it'd be $80? If we did 80,
how many steps do we have?
One would be $60, and the high end.
Remember how a couple weeks ago we talked about how our viewership has fallen off? I wonder why. 40, 60, 80. I don't know.
But they get to play along at home.
Okay, what do we think? Pick a number.
Let's do $70. What do you think?
Okay.
Well, don't say that. Okay, $70. Do it. Whatever.
Yodeling, yodeling, yodeling.
Oh, come on.
No, we suck again. Was it 80? 80, 85?
No, more than that because it was $20 off. At least $20. No. The average price is $28.92, man.
What? No way. That's sealed?
That's what they sold for.
Sealed?
The high.
Says new.
What was the high? $37.
$37 max.
Oh, there's that's
not right, man.
I don't know about that. That can't be sealed.
Yeah. This is rigged.
The average price that's on sale right now is $42.
Man.
Dang,
So
man.
even if we went with that, you would have been off.
Way off. Man,
Shoot,
that's
tough.
surprising. That's
all of
terrible.
these that are in the 20s that are new.
Wow. Yeah, but they're all overseas.
You don't know that. It doesn't say.
Well, yeah, it is. It says that if it's like, hold on a second. This one is because it doesn't have that squivel.
Oh, the squid. Well, fine. 27. 15 of them for $27 by this guy.
That's a shocker.
No squiggle. Guy.
This dude's got 15 of them. You get 15 of these.
I don't know.
His name isn't Jason.
Nope.
Man,
I don't have one of those. Well, there you go.
I was so
Man, I'm telling you, I just knew it was
Earl.
so bad. Can we edit that out?
Nope.
it was so close, man. So close. All right. Yet so far.
I was gonna say, really? That close?
No. Well,
If we'd stopped at 2, you would have been.
We had
close.
such a promising start, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Story of our life.
So is Earl taking us out today?
He can. Do you want to
You wanna
take us out today?
In more ways than one.
He kind of took you out on that.
I suck again, man.
Well, guys, if I'm trying to remember how you guys do it.
I don't know how we do it.
We'd
I
like to
don't
thank
either.
a sponsor.
Oh,
we
yeah.
Pretty much
gotta
it.
get that right. We got to point at the camera at the same time.
Yeah.
So we thank people. Yeah, this isn't that different. You know, you can say, tell your friends.
We're glad you guys all watched to the end because we know you did. I'm just going to end it in classic form. If you liked the video, be sure to tell a friend. If you didn't like the video, make sure you go tell an enemy. So we're gonna thanks for watching, and we want to make sure we thank
Today's sponsor. This episode of Breaking News is brought to you by Marty Groman's Dirt Cheap Pet Shop.
What's up, guys? Marty Groman 23 here, and it is time for a special delivery. We found some more deals.
This week you're running a special on cats.
$5.
Do you have any deals on chickens?
And I got these for $1. I mean, for $1, how can you not buy it for $1?
But you have dogs too, right?
Got a couple little dogs there. Maybe Jason will come shopping in my store because he likes the animals.
And he also has birds and supplies because he loves falcons. So come on down to Marty Groman's Dirt Cheap Pets. Remember, it's not just cheap, it's
Dirt cheap.